What's up, nerds? Back with another vlog, a sort of crafting with Luke vlog, kind of, but it's more like Feng Shui with Luke, I guess. And so basically we are down in the basement gym, which is sort of, it looks nice, or at least I like the way it looks. Obviously, maybe, you know, the lighting, the string lights are a little millennial chic, I guess. But I like it. I don't like having the, hard lights. I've obviously got this light for the sake of the video right now so you can see. But, you know, it is a rather a chiller vibe down here when you've just got the LED, lights down here. But basically, what we're going to be doing this video is we're going to be taking down the the walls down here, and these walls are just fabric, and they're just here just to kind of seal off the area and to kind of, you know, section things off, right? However, I've made some additions over on the other side of this wall, and so we get to expand this out. Additionally, I've got the athletic wear merch on the website, and I want to do more workout videos with that, more streams with that, and to do that in my head at least. You know, who knows if it's actually going to come out any better, but in my head, I like to have a green screen when I'm doing those things. So I got a green screen. We're going to put that over behind the main power rack. That means we're going to take the wall that's behind the power rack. We're going to be shifting everything over. I've got, you know, again, so since we're going to be shifting all of this over, we'll have more space over here. We're going to shift out, add an additional section, put an additional wall over on that side. And so we're going to roll down the vapor barrier so we can get everything set up, and then we're going to have to roll it back out. I'm definitely going to be doing a little bit of technology shifting because, oh, hold on. Clap. I mean, like, come on. So, yeah, whatever. I've got the ring lights. But, I mean, clap on, clap off the clapper. Let's fucking go. Anyway, but so we're going to be not this winter, however, very soon in the summer after all this testing, right? I've got an area, a drainage area in the corner. And what I'd like to put in is just a very simple shower, because I actually have water down here. And it would not be like an actual shower. It would literally just be a hose with cold water and a shower head on top of it. So when you're done lifting down here, or when I'm done lifting down here, I can just simple shower all the sweat off, clean myself off very quickly, not really taking a whole shower, not getting all... dealing with all of that, just a rinse off essentially. And that's going to be in the back wall over there. So we're going to be putting the green screen over here, changing up a little bit of the workout lifting area, preparing for the shower area in the back. We're going to be adding the wall over to this side and changing a little bit of the layout of the electronics, just because I've got some power extension cords. I've got some cords in a couple different areas, and I'd essentially just want to put all of that into one space. So this is like a half crafting with Luke vlog and half, feng shuiing with Luke, because it's not really as much crafting stuff. It's mainly just staple gunning things and moving things around. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of, you know, how I go around planning things, because I could have put up walls before this point. However, then I would not know about different areas of the house, and if, you know, certain areas get colder, certain areas have bugs, certain areas have leaks, there's different ways things fit, whatever the case is. And most likely, we'll see how it all goes, but most likely in this upcoming spring and summer, I will be replacing all of these walls with wood walls, because, yeah, I'm going to be, definitely putting a wall along this backside, putting in the shower in the corner, and then doing a storage area behind me back here. And then because this is going to be walled off, you'll see soon. But we're going to be walling off, like adding an additional box to this area, and so behind the box will be the storage area. But right now, I don't have a whole lot of space. I got some trash and stuff because I've got a dumpster that hasn't been taken yet, and so once that, there's a lot of things in progress. But I digress. Anyway, let's start doing some cleaning up and tearing down a little bit, and then once we do that, then we can organize everything and put everything back up. I might have to take a run to Home Depot to get another painter's cloth wall, aka, and but let's get to it first and see how it all works out. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to mention, first things first, we have to finish up sealing the downstairs windows, because once we have the windows sealed up, then I can put up all the walls around them and we'll be all set for the winter time. I've got the foam to seal up all the windows, purple foam panels, and then foam sealant that's going to go on top. And then after that, because I don't want to just have the foam sealant sticking out, I've got this insulation wrap, for lack of a better term. And we're going to just seal up the walls with the insulation wrap. And then that way we've got nice, little system. And hopefully in the wintertime, my basement will not be single digits and permeating throughout the whole house. Hopefully we'll be able to keep it, above 32 degrees ideally, so things don't freeze. Anyway, now let's get to it. Ooh, what's up, nerds? Back with another video, another Crafting with Luke video, although this probably could be called Feng Shui with Luke. And it's basically just a reorganization video and, a little bit of, crafting kind of in there. However, it's definitely, more of a reorganization video. Anyway, so the main goal here is to insulate the windows, and I didn't include it in the video, but I also am wrapping the windows or the pipes near the windows with heat tape, so that when I go through and wrap it and, winter comes, I don't have a frozen basement. My basement was not frozen this last winter and this winter. However, it was pretty damn close. I mean, it was probably, I would say, around 40 degrees in the basement. Not enough to freeze water or anything, but definitely not warm. And I had to run an electric heater the entire winter, which made my electric bill absolutely insane. And fun fact, and be ready for this, another thing, another piece of BS to add to the BS of life is that near me, they are increasing the prices of heat and electricity during the wintertime. And same thing for cooling during the summertime. So literally it's like, oh, if it's hot out and you want to run the AC to cool down the house, or it's cold and you want to run the heat to warm up the house, you're going to have to pay extra because, God forbid, you don't want to be, cold during the winter and hot during the summer. So basically, it's real simple. I mean, this is like it's not like this is anything complicated or special or anything like that. It's literally just spray foam, insulated foam panels. And then after that, we're taking some insulation, aluminum insulation stuff and putting it around the windows. And it's not exactly pretty, to say the least. But I'm not, I'm not really in it for prettiness factor or for visual factors. Again, like I said, at the end of the day, this is going to be covered up by a wood wall, and which will have further insulation in there as well. So I'm not really, this is not a looking project. And as a side note, for me personally, I don't plan on ever selling this house. And so, I personally, I figure this house will probably break down or fall apart before I ever do anything. In which case, I'm just going to, break the whole house down and build a new house on top of it. And so it's like, I'm not exactly trying to put more into the house aside from, obviously, I think this was, I probably spent around $200 for all of this. I already had plenty of insulation. I already had this duct tape. I already had plenty of insulation of this, silver insulation stuff. Literally just the spray foam, $40 a can. There was a foam that was cheaper, the crack foam, like the ones that goes, the smaller can, blue can that goes in the cracks. That was cheaper. That was like $15 or something. But very cheap project. However, if done properly, and I hope I did, I will decrease the amount of money I'm spending on electricity by hopefully break that down from I paid $800 almost in the bad month I spent 1,000, but hopefully bring that down from 1,000 down to 400, ideally, so I don't have to run the heater the whole time. And, who knows? We'll see. But so I finished spray painting all the windows. Now we're working on the walls. And so you can see I kind of have this little corner. You can see my water heaters in the back. And so that is going to be a sectioned off wall in the future. I actually didn't take a include it in the camera, but actually in that back left corner, this back area that I'm standing on right now, that whole pre-made little floor area, that pre-made floor area is going to be where the cool off shower area is going to be. And then this area behind these quote unquote walls that I'm putting up right now, that back little corner, that will be the storage area, as well as obviously, like you saw, the water heater tank area and whatnot. And this whole thing, is very, again, this is not this is more for design purposes. This is not, obviously, none of these walls are load bearing. I can't stick anything into the wall. I mean, this is you got to understand, there's levels to this shit, and this is definitely a lower base level. That's why, again, it's more of a feng shui and not much of a crafting, because I'm not building any walls, which I'm excited to. Don't get me wrong. That's a fun. I'm like super excited to put up some walls. Then I'll be able to paint. I'll be able to hang things. I'll be able to build little nooks for all sorts of stuff. I'll be able to install more lights, more electricity. That'll be a fun project. But for now, we're just kind of I'm a big visual guy. I'm a big habit guy. And so once I've got this set up and I'm down and around there, I'm doing things on the daily, I'm inhabiting the space some more, it'll be easier for me to move forward in the future. I'll have better plans and stuff. And so fixing up the lights a little bit, because before they were just kind of hanging there, dangling a bit more. And so all I did was literally just take some electrical tape, tie it around, and then staple the electrical tape to the ceiling. And that way it was just a bit tighter. It was just hanging a bit more. And then obviously, because now I have this little extended area, I can run those lights into the extended area. And, again, real quick, nothing's complicated. Thankfully, everything is just, bada bing, bada boom, pull out the staples, put the staples back in, everything. It's nice because the the staple marks are there, so I know it was easy to know if I was doing it right or doing it wrong because I had the little staples. It's like, okay, does everything line up? Does it fit around the light? Obviously, and this all top area is just to stop any dust or anything from falling into your eyes. The house, I did my best to clean up everything as much as I could, and it honestly is, like a pretty clean area. It's not like, it's dusty. You have to wear a mask every time you go down there. I just wanted to have, a sealed off top, looking, cleaner looking ceiling, so that when you look up at the ceiling, you're not looking at all the insulation, looking at the inside of the house. You have kind of this blacked out, look to it. And after that, because, part of it as well, I wasn't using this back area, so it's nice to have it extended all the way out. All right, so pretty much everything is done except for vacuuming and cleaning up the tools. But I still have to do half an hour of cardio, and I still have to shower, and it's 8 o'clock almost, so don't want to do everything all night tonight. Going to call it quits for now. So let's go over the updated gym basement area. So basically, actually managed to get pretty lucky where the one wall ended up coming pretty damn close to where it was originally, right behind that one. So we've got an original wall, hasn't changed, going along. Let me zoom out. And then we come into the, so I've got the incline bench here right now. It's also, when I deadlift, I usually just bring my stuff over here so I can deadlift lengthwise, because this amount of space between here while deadlifting was one of the things that prompted this change. And right here is the boxing area. And so we've got this area down here, a little bit more space, a little bit more deadlifting area. Then we've got the new green screen installed for taking pictures and streaming at the power rack. And then we just extended this wall out slightly, cleared up some of the space over here. Let me turn on the light. So all the, you got some extra benches for tricep stuff, or just to put weights on. Ended up moving the weight holder since we made the space. So we got 45s, or I think these are 55s actually, right? 45s? No, 55s. 45s.
Like the vid, leave a word, drop a comment, get absurd. Subscribe if you had some fun. We drop bangers one by one. Check the description down below for all the links you need to know. Thanks for watching, you're the best. Now go